In other news tonight, a man dies on his couch waiting almost an hour for EMS to arrive. And this isn't the first time the city has failed him.
That man once spent nearly 2 decades in prison for a murder he did not commit. Fox 2's Taryn Asher joins us live with the story. Taryn?
Well, it's heartbreaking, really. This man loses almost 20 years behind bars and now his life, and he did nothing wrong.
He was having chest pains.
Letrisica Day says she was walking with her father last Thursday when all of a sudden he collapsed in front of her Detroit house on Barlow. A neighbor helped her carry her father, Dwight Love, inside. They laid him on the couch and dialed 911. That was 11:16 a.m. A dispatcher told her help was on the way.
I don't know what to think. I'm hysterical. I'm scared. I called family, friends. I called my mom. Like I said, she instructed me to feel for a heartbeat and a pulse, and I did those things. And at the time, I felt one.
Her father was slipping away, and EMS was nowhere to be found. Her phone log shows Letrisica called 911 3 more times. An emergency crew finally showed up at 12:02. 46 minutes later. By that time, her father was gone.
I'm very upset and angry, disappointed. You expect some emergency response right away, not 45 minutes to an hour from the time you call.
What do you say to the family of this man whose life might have been saved if EMS crews got there on time?
We are grieving right with them. We want to do better.
We're told the city had 19 units running at the time, all of them tied up. The first one, freed up, was dispatched at 11:48, but it would take the crew another 14 minutes to get there, which Interim Fire Commissioner Jonathan Jackson says is unacceptable.
It was an extremely busy time, and there's just no excuse for the service that we're providing right now. We have to do better. This is a serious issue, as this incident demonstrates.
To make matters worse, because of Love's history of health problems, a police officer who eventually arrived determined an autopsy by the medical examiner wasn't needed. The body was released to the family, and they were told to call the funeral home to have him removed from the house, a process that took hours.
And it took approximately another 3 hours. So basically, me and the family had a memorial right here in my living room, because my dad laid here on the couch.
Letrisica can't help but feel the city and the system has failed her 54-year-old father twice. In 1981, Love was wrongly convicted of first-degree murder. He was charged after he was picked out of a flawed photo lineup. Love would spend nearly 2 decades behind bars before his conviction was overturned. He was eventually released in 2001. The family was still making up for lost time.
They took his life once away from him and made him serve 20 years for a crime that he didn't commit. And because of their lack of manpower or whatever it may be, his life is gone again. And this time he's not coming back to us.
Interim Fire Commissioner Jackson says improving response times is Mayor Duggan's top priority right now. They are working on it as we speak. They need more manpower, as we've said, more trucks, but also, as we've reported, a better dispatching system. Priority calls like this need to be treated like it. Huel?
And the family, Taryn, as if they hadn't been through enough already, having to wait 3 hours to have the body removed.
Huel, and I'm told that is not uncommon, that it happens a lot. It's been in process. This process has been in place for years, and if an officer determines that there's no foul play and no autopsy is needed, it can take that long to remove the body, and it can be very traumatizing on the family. So you have to imagine that changes really need to be happening there too for these families who are going through this.
And I know the interim fire commissioner has only been on the job 13 days, but somehow, some way, we've got to see changes quickly.
And they say they are working on it as we speak.
Let's hope so. All right, Taryn, thank you.